Yeah, he's, you know, I'm playing on 2-hour days. I think 1-hour days are too short. I think 2-hour days is a good balance. Falafel does 3. Personally, I think 3 is a bit too long. And I don't know. It seems like it really affects like some other things, but I think 2 is perfect for me. Just want to hear the weather, the report real quick. Amateur, I play on 24-hour days. Yeah, I really enjoy the 2-hour days. I feel like it's right in the sweet spot for me. All right. Today, temperature, 24 days. Can I then start smashing my boss? I know some people have played on 24-hour days. It's pretty crazy. Excuse me, sorry. All right, we didn't get the air activity detected message. That's good. Oh, let's go. It's my fucking jam and I'm dressed for it and everything. Where's my dance mod? I don't have the dance mod. Hey, what's up, KPK? How you doing, buddy? This is always the sketchy part. Pray there's no zombies at the... Oh, you think I wasn't? Because it takes way longer to read books as well. Yeah, I mean, that might work. It doesn't matter if there's zombies around my, there's zombies around my rope. I think you're seeing it backwards, Jenny, though. Am I doing C wrong? Listen, okay? When I hear this song, I always think of that one episode of Married with Children where they played it constantly. I like Married with Children. I'm not sure which episode you're talking about, though. You took a slow reader on the 24-hour server? It's an interesting idea, actually, Karagon. That's an interesting idea. Where death came to take Al. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that one. This is where I lure them all back to the fence and I just cheese them all. No. Excuse me. Hey, Jenny, dearest. Think you can make me a tea? My throat is fucked. Or cough drops until then or something. I'm struggling right now. We're starting in Ravenwood, working on trying to break out. On Raven Creek, you mean? That's a fun place. I really like Raven Creek. I did a my top favorite map video. It's called PZ Maps, exclamation PZ Maps. And Raven Creek is my favorite map on that video. It's a great map. Absolutely love it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What's up, Poss? Welcome back. So, full, what'd you have, my guy? If he loves you so, it's in his fist. It's in his fist. Coffee time. Time for coffee talk. I'm feeling a little verklempt. Talk amongst yourselves. Fish sandwich, homemade mac and cheese, big bowl of beef noodle soup. That sounds fucking bomb as shit. I love fish sandwich. You know what I haven't had in a long time is a good fish and chips. That sounds fucking banging. Can you throw me some cough drops, Jenny? My fucking throat. Yep. Yeah, I'm just trying to talk and I can't. Do 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 do. Pause? Okay, let's do this. I've been waiting for you to say this ever since I met. No. The way he chads. It's in his chad. Back. Do 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 do. There's no time for between working and juggling my sweet two babies. Oh, and watching the stream. Priorities, am I right? Feels. Big feels. No. I'm not playing with respawns on, no. Just easy 16 times pop. No respawns. Yeah, baby. Thank you. Blake, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Sorry, guys, I need a cough drop here. See, there's a way to play EFT single player. Keep stuff you find. What? Really? EFT's got a single player mode now? Yeah, if you had respawns on, and like, I don't know if it would be unplayable, but because the zombies don't respawn in the cell that you are. Oh, they don't keep the stuff? Oh, yeah. Oh, they don't? Oh, there's like an exploit or something? But yeah, the thing about playing with respawn on is they won't respawn in your cell, which is fine, but they'll be, you know, they'll just be constantly just pouring in from other cells. So you basically just be forever fighting in the same spot. You'd never, like, get anywhere. It might be survivable for a while, but you'd never be able to basically escape your, you know, wherever you spawn or cell in. Yeah, that's cool. Let me see. I mean, that's been a thing forever. The offline raid mode has been a thing forever. You've always been able to play offline raids and not lose your stuff, but you don't keep anything you looted. You've been watching Tater play the past week. Works good. Yeah, offline raids have been a thing since I started playing Tarkov. Which I've only been playing like 5 wipes, but the 5 wipes I played had offline raids. I just had a panic attack when you pulled that. It is, yes. This is the chair strat. You want to have a chair around for resting. You can sit on the round to rest you as well. Notice your view count going up in YouTube. I started watching your series. Oh, thank you, Haggis. How do you like it so far? Be honest. I can take criticism. Speaking of criticism, Karagam, you probably haven't had time to watch it, but I'd be interested if you what you thought of the beginner's guide, actually. We're gonna wiggle the walkers here. They're a little too clumped here. Right. So a little pro tip: the ones with 2 arms out actually go a little bit faster than the 1-armers. So I'm gonna wiggle that guy into the front. Another hatchet in this one, which is great. We need that. Remember where that guy is. Yep. Wow, what's up? Huh? Where the fuck are you guys coming from? Dicks! Oh, there's a single player mod? I see. Fucking dicks, man. They're all dicks. Nope, it's been on since this morning. I did try to watch videos on it because I was, so I went over there and touched the mouse, but I didn't turn it on. Did I what? Yeah, because I was looking for movies. I just said that. Well, God fucking damn it, these migrating fuckers. I need to get in here. You get, like, slowly desensitized over time. But it just takes a long time. Even after a year and 90,000 kills, my guy was still popping beta blockers. So you just pop beta blockers. Love to have a Tarkov server. That would be sick, actually. Tarkov servers were a thing. So the thing about resting on a chair, by the way, the reason I do this instead of sitting on the ground, is it actually gives you a bar. So when that bar goes away, you know that you're back at full stamina. So it's actually super useful and better than... That's the advantage over just sitting on the ground. Which is also a thing, but if you can get a chair to click on, it's better than sitting in a car or... sitting on the ground. You're also ready to fight immediately as well. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. No worries, Karagam. I just wasn't sure if you had checked it out, you know. You also seem like a guy that's, like, very into... Like, I know that you... Like, we talked about other beginner's guides that you had watched, if you remember, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, well, slowly over time, you gain resistance to panic. Yeah, there is a mod to do that, but, like, to be honest... I think that it's kind of broken, and it kind of takes the whole reason to have the veteran profession is just basically removes the veteran from any viable build at all. Fair enough. Well, thanks, Kurgum. Yeah, I just was looking for, you know, feedback from somebody that is, you know, like-minded about me, about how things are, and just was wondering what you thought, that's all. You're not supposed to do that, Yuri. It's not recommended usage for cars. Fair enough. Oh, what a banger of a song. This is a great tune. Dude, these fucking wanderers, dude. This is so fucking shit. This fence wandering mechanic now is awful. Fence pathing is why I stick to easily fenced. Yeah, the fence pathing is rough because they just walk back and forth across these big fences now. So like it's pretty hard to fucking like manage any type of fucking zombies. They're just everywhere all the time. Yay! We're taking the walkers for a walk again. Take pills. This is Rosewood. We're right by the Rosewood fire station. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, this is the same run. Yep, same run. I got my attention because I love EFT, but I hate the toxic atmosphere. Yeah, I'm going to check it out for sure. So it's a mod that allows you to, like, play single player? That's kind of neat. I'm definitely going to check it out. Really, guy? I just wanted to knock you down quick. Try to save a little bit of fucking... Of course, you're going to take 14 pushes to knock over. I have 1,194 kills in 5 days. Oh. Respawns are off, yes. This is maximum zombies. So this is insane pop with a 4 times peak day 1. So as soon as you spawn in, it's 16 times zombies. I was watching this guide. It said to dig with my bare hands to level up first aid. To ask you things about PC is passively burning me too now that I took it closely, even though it has been this way for longer than I've been around. Wait, what's wrong with it? Oh, it's passively burning me now too? Oh, I didn't see. What has it even said? The wiki isn't really helpful either. Lol. Alright, we're gonna just sit in here for a few minutes and fast forward. Okay. Get rid of this corpse sickness, get rid of our exhaustion. Holy, this run. Winna, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Wait, do I have an axe and a shovel? Okay. I have some extra weapons on me still. Dude, I can't even get into this fucking trailer park, honestly. I'm trying to get over here and get a fucking can opener. If there's not a can opener in this trailer park, I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I have some canned food I need to eat, or I'm fucked. Like, I'm gonna have to just barge the gas station in the south and pray I can get in there. Because I need food. Like, it's just, like, no matter what I do, it's just zombies everywhere. I don't have the herbalist book, so you can't, they've kind of fucked it up. Or not fucked it up, but they've made it so you can't do the, like, testing berries thing anymore. You basically need the herbalist trait to eat berries. Or you're really risking a lot. Dig for worms. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could dig some furrows, to be completely honest. I could do that. Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely was Carragum, for sure. So the problem about the houses behind the fire station is that's where I've kited like 14 billion zombies. Like a literal, that's not even exaggeration. I kited 14 billion zombies to that neighborhood back there. So like... Yeah, I'm not sure with the new heat map of Zomboid. Does anybody know? Like, it used to be before Louisville, there was like 52,000. Well, geez, how the fuck do you keep track of all the different saves you have going? I have no idea, to be honest. I mean, I really only have 3 now. I have a sprinter run, I have my multiplayer run, and now I have this. So. Oh, and Bill Murray, of course, but it's not like I play that one, he's just sitting there. Possible to, like, clear and live? I mean, if you get enough weapons and, like, clear it slowly, like, anything's possible. It's just gonna take forever. It's all about how, like, right now, I need to get established, but if I can get established with, like, food and weapons and stuff, then, like, it is definitely possible. But I'm struggling on getting more weapons and shit right now is the struggle. Although Tiny Bill is fucking feeling this axe right now. Go, Tiny Bill. Kick their dicks in. No, it'd be an interesting mechanic is if they added in, like, weapon sharpening. So, like, even if you didn't break your weapon, like, over time it would get more, like, dull, so do less damage. Yeah. Yeah, you got a solid point there, but the thing about the pop, though, the population settings don't affect what actually spawns inside of buildings. So the real problem in those downtown areas is, like, the big giant buildings, but those will have the same amount of zombies in them on your 2 times run as my 16 times run. So your spawn settings don't actually affect inside of building spawns. Am I the only one that imagines I'm wearing a bikini and I run into the water and I jump and a young, taut Patrick Swayze lifts me gracefully into the air and spins me around? Is that just... Yeah, this is the... Oh my god, Jenny, that's so fucking cold. So even on Builder, I'd have those massive shit. Yep, it doesn't matter on your population settings don't affect building spawns. Those are like set amounts of zombies. As far as I'm aware, I haven't really thought about in builders mode, but I know like all the other, in like regular population settings is all the same, unless something is different about builder mode that makes it different. But like if you go into sandbox, like doesn't matter what you can put it on 0.1 or 16 times, and you'll still have the same amount of zombies in the mall. Outside the mall will be drastically different. But inside the mall, it'll be the same.
Okay.
Fucking freezing now, Jenny. Huh?
Yes. Can I keep it here? Is that your phone? That's it? Open. Get it.
This is Rosewood, yeah. I have tried the music mod. It's pretty cool. I can't really use it on stream though, because of DMCA. Looking bad, chat. This is looking bad. Not even sure what to do here. We're gonna have to, like, YOLO somewhere. There's absolutely no benefits to it besides I'm just kind of showing off, really. I'm just flexing that I can do this and it has nothing to do with armor or anything like that. Unless maybe, you know, there's some, like, you know, I'm fighting all these zombies and there's a lone survivor lady and she looks out her window and she's like, damn. Look at that guy out there. He's the ultimate Chad. He's wearing just a Speedo and a bustier and a corset and just fucking slaying out. You know, I want to suck that guy's dick off. Or I'm out here in some clunky ass firefighter outfit with all this armor on and shit. She looks out the window and goes, "Look at that fucking noob," and goes and sucks some other guy's dick off.
Yeah, but how
That's not a world I want to live in. You know what I'm saying? Start checking houses. That's a great idea. Shooting is the first time I've ever taken damage one hit. Yeah, I mean that's what happens, man. That's why armor is, you know, armor is RNG. It's always going to be RNG in a game like this. Right? I just need a can opener. Someone made a RuneScape armor mod. Yeah, I would say, yeah, but, yeah. So in the end, that we learned from that, you know, like, armor and RNG and dodging things and thick-skinned and all that's only going to save you so many times. So in the end, you're better to just practice your fundamentals, get good at the game, spec your character well into nimble and a fighting skill and strong and fit, and eventually be able to just play a no get hit by zombies style of gameplay. I'm queasy. Dude, I'm getting... I can't even fight over here because I'm getting queasy. Like, this shit is fucking awful. I'm struggling so hard right now. I'm like I'm on the struggle bus right now. I have 1 can of tuna left in my base I can eat. Yeah, exactly. That's why things, I know, there's gonna be 100 billion zombies down there though. And guaranteed, 100% guaranteed there will be an alarm. Armor loses durability from wearing it? What are you talking about? It shouldn't. What kind of armor are you talking about? Like modded armor? The main problem with it, there's nothing wrong with wearing armor. It just, you know, you don't want to have the combat speed debuff. Run speed debuff doesn't matter so much unless you're playing sprinters. With slow shamblers, doesn't really matter that much unless you have so much on that it doesn't allow you to, like, run at all. But, like, combat speed debuff is what you definitely don't want to have. Because that'll lead to you being grabbed. Oh my fucking... Alright, you know what? Fuck it. We've been given no choice. I can't even fight into there. I've always wanted to, but I get paranoid. I can't hear his heads. I mean, I turned my game audio up enough that I can hear the zombies, so it's not a huge issue. All right, we're gonna take the walk. I don't have any choice. We have to try. I'm gonna fucking starve to death. I have 1 can of tuna left, and there's 1,000 zombies still pouring out of there. Looting the fireman and hiking to Akron. It might not be a bad idea. The problem is you're going to be so exhausted by the time you get there, like, where are you going to sleep and stuff? 16 times means it's 4 times zombies, so insane pop, with a 4 times peak on day 1. So when you spawn in, there's the maximum amount of zombies. It's 16 times apocalypse. Well, thanks, boss. Thanks for being here, man, honestly. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. About how to create the Zeds. I used to just avoid them, and now I started an actual fight mobs successfully. Oh, you love to see it elevate. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that I'm like helping people get better at the game. Honestly, it makes all the work I put into the YouTube videos worth it. Yeah, this is we got to get some food though, so we should have time. It's not that late. We're gonna try to do a lure and pull near the gas station. Super shaky is scared. Yeah, the more you do it, the more used to it you get, you know. At the end of the day, the worst that can happen is you die. It's, you know, it's whatever. This is the story of how you died. If you die going out like a Giga Chad kiting around a fucking billion zombies, then so be it, you know? Try to get better next time. I just don't really enjoy short blades or spears. I'm not a big fan. I would definitely use short blades this run though on this pop for the stamina, you know, the stamina reduction, the very low stamina usage could definitely be handy, but it's actually not too bad so far. We've got a nice open area to work with. This is okay. So far, I'm okay with this. Chad after Chad. Chad after Chad. If I survive this, I'll show you how I lose zombies. You just gotta line of sight them around a building a couple times. The problem does become when you have this many, it's kind of hard to fucking gather them all up. Chad after Chad. They do, it does. You can, you know, you just got to remember that they can see through, like, around the tree, kind of like you can. So it's a lot harder to line of sight them because they, like, you're behind the tree and then you're not, then you're behind the tree and then you're not, you know, like, kind of like you see around the tree. See, the problem is with this many, getting them to fucking group up is kind of rough. We're gonna try. It's not easy. New same cable trap that was using that ghost, right? The ghost ship cable trap would work great right now. Agreed. Come on, zombies. Do 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 do. Oh, There's a couple. We got a couple here. Do, 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 do. Yep. Heads up, you're being followed. Wait, what? I'm gonna try to ditch all these fools. That's the plan. That's the plan that I planned. We're gonna pull them all in a big, nice, tight group. We're gonna try to get them all nice and grouped up, nice and tight like. And then we're gonna ditch all of them. The old masturbate and switch, exactly. Which, by the way, I don't recommend masturbating with your Switch. I've broken 2 TVs that way, so just, you know, be careful. So as you can see here, we've gathered up a few friends. We got a pretty nice tight group here, though, going. I'm into my grouping. The grouping is good. Made a little mistake there, but we're okay. So like one more circle around to make sure we got a nice tight squad here. Okay. Alright, now it's time to run. Here we go, line of sighting. So we're gonna line of sight this way, we're gonna go around the building, we're gonna line of sight that way, and we're gonna disappear out here. Now, when I go in here and the alarm goes off, I just uninstall the game. Oh, wait. Bip, bip. Okay. It's okay, we got a little group left over. We can take care of these guys. Can eat, though, at least. No, that's the little group that I ran by. So they didn't follow me. This is like that other group that was that it was over that I didn't pull. So that was the group in the parking lot that watched me run by. With this group, we should be able to handle, as long as we keep it close right here and don't aggro any other ones, we should be okay here. I just don't want to aggro anything else, so... It's a lot of soda. Where's the food? Wow, no ice cream either? Already ate it. Dude, we got fucking boned on the food draw here. Oh, there we go. A little bit of food. Popcorn I'll even take, which I hate that item, but we'll fill up on whatever we can carry here that's calories. Dude, no ice cream, no anything. We got boned on the food fucking draw. We have cigarettes for the rest of ever, though. The days when gas stations had healthy amount of gas canisters, right? Remember when gas stations had gas canisters? Back in my day, gas canisters were at gas stations, and we liked it. So how bloody your character was and cringed. Yeah, we're going to the drive-in movie theater. I like this spot. It's a good spot to get a car. Hoping I can get a car. So what do you think of that poll, chat? That was pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with that. That was kind of a masterclass in fucking pulling and clearing an area. Chef's kiss. Love watching cheese pull. Excuse me? Yep, this is a drive-in movie theater. This is vanilla location. Pips in there. They were doing the thing where you hide in the back, you know? That's what we did when we were kids. You hide in the back so that you don't have to pay as much. True, good point. What the fuck was that song for this? It's a terrible song for this. Where are you guys going? Come here, nerds. They did, yeah. They used to have like a pole you could pull up to, and they'd have a speaker next to it you could listen to. That was 100% a thing. Come on, everybody. Yeah, true. The FM stations as well. Yo, Carragam.
This confirms cheese is good at pulling. I've been pulled once and been aggroed ever since. You think this dude has been big into morks, but as far as I've heard he isn't. It's all natural talent, lol.
Thanks so much, Carragam, for the continued support, my guy. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the tier 1 for... How has it been 6 months already, by the way, Carragam? What the fuck? Time goes by too quick. Dirty deeds. Definitely doesn't feel like that long, that's for sure. Alright, I want to just look over here and make sure there's not a fucking... Okay. There's a couple zombies over there, that's fine. But we don't want fucking mega horde waiting when I jump over the fence. Enough to drive you nuts. These guys are super badly positioned right there. So we're just gonna wrap it around again. Your backdoor man. Dirty cheese. Dirty cheese. Dirty cheese, and they're done dirt cheap. I did go look at Cherbourg. It's a cool map, but a lot of it's not done. Like I co-opted with Aether, and we like went all around the map and looked at everything, and like we found a lot of big areas. Like we'd go to a building and like, ooh, what's in here? Empty building, like no boxes, no loot, no anything. So unless it's been updated recently, it's got a lot of empty areas. It's a cool map, like it looks really neat, but it's definitely still a work in progress. Sure, right? Hey Reno, what's up? How you doing? Just taking my friends for a walk here. This one goes out to all my stalkers out there who thinks I'm sending you special messages in the videos. I am. They're just for you. You know who you are. I love you, baby. I can't hydrate currently. I'll hydrate in uno momento. I knew it. And a bunch of stragglers. Come on, guys. Get up here, you fucks. Come on, you lazy ones back there. Get up here. The old fence trick. I don't use Q, actually. I use Y. I moved mine from Q because I was fat fingering it too often. But yeah, I use Y. Is this a Travis Scott concert? This is why I can't go out of the house, because this is what happens literally every time. The cheese fanboys be real, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could see what's behind this. Okay. Oh boy. That guy fucked up my plans. And please make it. Okay. Alright, unfortunately we had a couple wander in over here, which isn't great. But we should be able to take care of these ones. Let's get rid of our panic. Take pills. Yeah, I don't like accidentally queuing when I don't mean to. It's definitely bad news, so I changed mine. Alright. Oof, might have to do it again, actually. Wait, what? What are all these guys doing, actually? Did a meta event happen that I missed? The fuck? The fuck? No, but these ones came from, like, out back here. Ah, thank you, thank you. Feeling kinda cute, might delete the VOD later, you know, I don't know. As long as they stop rolling in here, we're okay. Oh my god, yes. Let's fucking go. Okay, if we can clear this, we'll be good. We'll be in good shape if we can survive this. We have a key to a car, and we have a gas can. So this is good. We just have to clear this parking lot and be safe. Just sit on the ground for a second. Make sure we're good. Okay. I'm gonna get destamified. I'm wearing a corset. You don't think I look cute, baby? I was trying to look cute for you, Xanath. Imagine. Yeah, it's a corset. Now what the fuck are they doing? What? Now they're wandering back the other way? What? Fuck is this zombie activity? They're like birds now. They just kind of migrate around. Yeah, it makes me feel sexy underneath, even if nobody else knows I'm wearing it. Just like right now, in real life, I'm wearing like a thong and garter, and it makes me feel sexy, even though you guys can't see it, you know? I mean, what? Ruba, thanks for the follow. Cutie boy, the weird reptile. I like that name. Thanks for the follows. Sorry guys, I was a little indisposed there for a second. I couldn't really chat while I was chatting too hard to read chat. Yeah, I have my belly button pierced. I have an Audi, so it kind of looks like a Prince Albert. Of course you get exhausted now. Of course you do. Yeah, I can show you. We're just, so we are right now. So this is Rosewood here. This is the drive-in movie theater right here. So it's just south. The fire station's right. You go past the construction site, across the street from the southern Rosewood gas station. We're in this parking lot right here. Sorry, guys. I need another cough drop. My throat is fucked. Did you ever make me a tea? You did? Oh, you didn't. Oh, okay. It was added, so it's been being added slowly. Like there was just a big empty parking lot, and then they put the stuff up. Like I'm not sure if it was in the last update or the one before, but it's been like slowly being added over time. I don't think it was even on the in-game map at first. No. Well, it was on the in-game map, but it wasn't on the like map website. It wasn't on there for when it first got put in. No. Do. I don't know. Maybe in some modded town. I'm not sure. There's not another one that I know of, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Lay your weary head to rest. All right, to hydrate. You got it, my friend. Try out the new map. Yeah, maybe one day. I can't right. Ooh. Oh my. Right now, PZ's too fun. But maybe sometime. Play the new Arc map.
Rexes with Star Leader, and then sometime this week, Sky, Ace, and I are gonna do the boss fight.
Okay. I mean, if you do it off stream time. Stop being panicked. Ah, thanks, Geek. I appreciate that. I also learned things like, according to Jenny, I'm full of poop. I'm confused. No. I mean, I did, but... Do, do, do. The weapon situation is dire. Okay, we got all the zombies here cleared out. Nice. Whew. And then 3 more wander in. Fuck! Okay, we almost got all the zombies cleared out. What's that? Yeah, the sound alert didn't play for some reason. I'm sorry. The Charlie screech just failed, Jenny, for some reason. Yeah, the Charlie one... Huh? Oh, do you have to re-sign in? Dude, what is this? Ace, what's up, dude? Song is balls. How you doing, Ace? Is there a decent place to get seeds near Rosewood? Probably have to go to one of the warehouses. You probably have to take a bit of a drive. Yeah, kind of. The new place has been a struggle so far, but we're getting there. Yep. Should move these zombies away from the dead zombies, that is, away from my car. Probably just spend the night in the car tonight. Day is it? Grab this shit. The takeaway night? Yeah, we got takeaway. I don't know what I got, but something. What did I get, Jenny? Nice. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Jazz. That is the plan. That's why I left the gas can there. Suck the cars! Suck the cars so hard! Ah! Ah! Oh. It's probably not a good idea, gamer man. Probably not. Probably not a good call. Diggs, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, this is a fresh run I started today. Just, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of multiplayer lately, and I just felt like playing some Sweat Lord. This is maximum zombie start run. So, like, most zombies you can possibly have in Project Zomboid, that's this run. Insert cheese in the cars. Take that as you will. Dude, how much gas does this thing have? Jesus fuck. This thing had all the gas. How the fuck do you be surviving that? I have to struggle on a regular pocket. I'm new to the game. Yeah, I mean, I have 3,100 hours since March. So I'm an extremely accomplished player of this game. I have several like world firsts in the game and stuff. So that's why I'm, you know, I just have lots and lots and lots of practice. And even for me, this run has been extremely challenging. This has not been easy. Far from it, actually. It's been extremely challenging. I had it would have been a lot easier if I didn't have the alarm troubles I had. I had an alarm go off that really fucked me. Yeah, absolutely. Jankster, I actually have an entire beginner's guide on YouTube. It sounds like it might be perfect for you. You should go check that out if you do exclamation guide. The first one is episode 1 is professions and traits. Episode 2 is combat settings and tips. Episode 3 is moodles and weight and stuff. And then, oh, this thing has a shithole engine. Oh my god. Oof, this thing sucks. Episode 4 is where to spawn and how to start. And episode 5, no worries, is food, water, big backpack in the middle of the surplus store. So lots of good information in there. Of course, this car has to suck ass. Why does it gotta have a 42 engine? At least it's got performance tires, though. Thanks so much for being here, man, and good luck. I hope you find some good tips over there. I only remember when you started playing PZ because it was around my birthday. Oh, really, Geek? All right, I'm going to sleep in this car tonight, but I think tomorrow we're going to look around in these cars and see if we can find a key to something better. Because I don't really, the rest of this stuff is kind of okay, but a 42 engine is not what we want to be rolling out of here with. What's the quality on it? 4250. Hey, Aries, how you doing? Welcome in. Good morning, everyone. Happy Apocalypse. I hope you're having a great day. Fuck. We're on day 5, 23 hours. We have 1,391 kills. And yeah, same run. So I see some zombies have rolled back into my area. Hot zombies in your area want to meet you. Oh, it's super cold out. That's not good. Alright, I'm gonna need to kill these zombies and get some pants. Let's eat a burrito. So let's eat a peanut butter sandwich. Smoke a cigarette. Let us put some of this shit in here. We don't need all of these things on us. Like this. Like this. Like this. This. That. Those. Swipe left. What's up, BB? How you doing today, buddy? Are you playing single player or multiplayer? Because Lucky is completely bugged in multiplayer as far as I'm aware. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's not removed soon. As an option in multiplayer, I mean. Do I have my shirt? Single player? Yeah, I mean it does seem like you get good loot from it, but I mean it's 4 points. 4 points is nothing to sneeze at, you know? So I just ruined all these clothes. Like, we're playing CDDA. Why are all these clothes ruined? Was I using an axe to do this? I freaking thought I killed all these guys without an axe. Let's. My guy's chilly. We don't want to be chilly. So we had a bunch of dudes roll back in here last night. So we're gonna have to take care of that first. Step one, take care of all these dudes. I don't like to wear clothes, but our guy's getting cold, so we don't want to be chilly. So many of the cars that are in here that look nice are locked, and I'm so afraid of setting off another fucking alarm. Fast drop, just swipe it to the ground. I know, it's rough. You definitely, like, after you've played a long run, like, the nimble and the power your guy is missing is super noticeable. If you're like, you know, yeah, I feel the same way. I went from this guy to my guy on the multiplayer server yesterday that's, like, max, like, you know, max long blunt, level 8 short blunt. And my guy was just, I felt like a god. I was just running around slaying everything. I was like, Jesus. Such a big difference. I'm also struggling on weapons this run. This run has been really, really tough. I'm not even sure what I'm going to do, actually. I might hang out, like, here until the chopper comes and then fucking try to beat it to, like, the Millie surplus store. So I'm, like, running super low on weapons. Like, I have a shovel. I've got some screwdrivers. Like, I'm not doing well on weapons at all. And there's so many fucking zombies that I'm struggling to get anywhere or make any progress. I gotta, like, I'm at the point where I have to, like, pick up all the screwdrivers I find and use them just in case. Or ever do. Cigarettes. Bandages, Muldrow map. There's a key here. What's this too? The Nylar. This car. No gas. What's the engine on this thing? Is this in better shape than our car? Oh, it is. It says 100% engine. And 100% hood. No, you're awesome. Keep your eye out for other keys, guys. What? Oh. That looks sick. Lighter, matches, battery, an annotated map of West Point, lol. Like we're gonna be there anytime soon. The keys in this as well. Barracks north of Rosewood is a good bet for a large backpack miller. Very best. It's a low spawn area, plus 8 houses in the barracks kitchen. My go-to spot. Yeah, I do like that spot. Although I keep hearing that, but I've never found the backpacks there. I don't know if I'm just unlucky or what, but I've never actually gotten the any type of like good loot there. But it is a good place to escape to. That's true. What I really need is I really need weapons. I need to run away from the helicopter. So I might stay here until the helicopter happens and then just run from the helicopter. And head like somewhere. But 50-50 chance. So I'm just unlucky as balls then is what you're telling me, BB? That's what you're telling me is I just suck? God damn it. Because I've probably been there. I must have been there 10 times since everybody's been saying that you can get the backpacks there. And I haven't found it a single time. Like, I believe it happens, I've never found it. My RNG is ballsack. Hey, what's up, Fox? How you doing today? I'm doing okay. I had a pretty bad night's sleep. My daughter kept waking up, and then after that, I kept, like, I don't know if I was having nightmares or, like, I was just panicked. She would wake up again. So I kept, like, waking up thinking I heard her. I'm pretty sure I even woke Jenny up at one point, told her she was awake, and she actually wasn't. I'm like, Jenny, the baby's up. And she's like, no, she isn't. I'm like, I hear her. And she's like, she's not awake. She was, I thought. Listen, I don't know. Yeah, I have a 100k kill character. This isn't him, though. This is kind of a fresh start. But yeah, I have a character that's sitting at 100k kills. You might have seen, like, Falafel and some other people. So I retired my character. He got to exactly 100,000 kills. No first aid damage. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait here. And then if anybody ever gets close to the record, I'll bring him out of retirement. So, like, he's just sitting there, and my boy Falafel is, like, on a mission to try to bring him out of retirement, so. There's some other streamers doing this, like, bring Bill Murray out of retirement runs. But I have the Bill Murray. I'm already at 100,000 kills. But this isn't him.
What's that sound? Isn't that sound fun?
I mean, I did the entire thing live on stream, but unfortunately, it was like a 400-hour playthrough. And I didn't know at the time that it was going to turn into that. I mean, there's some clips of it on my YouTube channel, like me shotgunning at the mall with like 90,000 kills. I covered the entire thing on Reddit. If you do exclamation PB, it'll take you to my 100K, the 100K photo I took, like live on stream. But yeah, I mean, the entire thing was documented and all done live, but unfortunately, when the run started, I didn't know that it was going to turn into that, so I wasn't, like... I was just playing like normal, you know. I stream 10, 12 hours a day, so I don't record all my VODs. It would just be like terabytes of fucking video files and shit. Carrie, thanks for the follow. How about Carrie? Does that work? Cheese a little runaway. I do have a few of the VODs still saved. I exported to YouTube at some point, but it's not a lot. I still have to go through them and see if there's anything there that's worth, like, posting. This is south of Rosewood. It's the drive-in movie theater right across from the Southern gas station. This is high car spawns, yes. This is 16 pop, day 1 peak. Night brightness is on bright. That's a stream setting so people can see. And high car spawns, low car damage. That's about it. Other than that, it's default zombies, scratch and laceration infection, fence lunging, everything else that is on normal. But it does have car spawns turned up. Hey, Ben, how you doing? Would you say the start of the game is the hard? Of course, absolutely. The first 2 weeks in this game is absolutely the hardest part. Watch out for those lunging fences. See that fence? It really came out of nowhere. Yeah, the first 2 weeks is the hardest. You have the least amount of loot, that you don't really have a safe place, you don't really have weapons, you aren't established. Usually if you make it 2 weeks, you're getting to be a lot better off. You kind of, have a safe place, you have some more food, weapons, all that shit. The beginning, especially if you're playing like hard settings, like whether it's sprinters or high pop or whatever it is, once you make it through the beginning, then that's usually the hard part. Then it gets a lot much easier from then on. You have a list of mods you use trying to find a vehicle you mentioned. I do exclamation mods. But just so you know, this isn't a modded run. But yeah, exclamation mods will show my mod list. Which vehicle is it you're looking for? I can tell you the name or lead you in the direction. And that's what I was assuming. So it's either like probably the tuner Jeep or the tuner Mustang. Other than that, it's a Filibuster Rhymes used car. Hey Shark, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I slept super bad last night. Like incredibly terrible. But other than that, I'm doing good. Alright, anybody else see any keys on the ground that I missed? on, dude. Drum mags, but they won't go in. Yeah, so they changed the. Are you using British? Are you playing with British Bean Sprout? Okay, so they changed the way you change magazines in British. So you no longer right-click on the magazine to change it. Everything is like hotkeys. So square bracket key will actually cycle through the magazines in your inventory you can actually use. So if you're trying to switch to like an extended mag and like push square brackets on your while you have the gun, and it'll cycle through available magazines. And if that magazine works in your gun, then you'll be able to change it that way. My zombie kill count is 6 days, 1,422 zombies. Nope, holding R won't show it. Nope. You gotta cycle through and put it in your gun. Once it's in your gun, then you can hold R. Like, yo,
yeah, read me so hard.
Yo, falafel. I guess that means I'm lurking in my own stream. What's up, dude? If you guys don't know the man, the myth, the legend that is a lawful falafel, you guys need to go check him out. Amazing dude. Amazing streamer. Sexy as the day is long. What's up, guy? How's the run going? When I was watching you were slaying out by the country club, and you were almost at 5K kills. How's it going? $5% of the way there. You love to see it. You love to see it. What's up, Meatbag? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. If you're coming from Falafel Stream, my name's Cheese. If you were watching Falafel Stream, you've probably been hearing him talk about the Bill Murray run. Well, this is Bill Murray. This is not the 100K Bill Murray, but this is my character is always Bill Murray. And yeah, Falafel is a good buddy of mine, an amazing streamer, super chill dude. Like one of my favorite people I've met on Twitch, honestly. He's just such a nice dude. So go give Falafel a follow and definitely watch his streams. He's a great player of the game and also a great study of the game, which I really enjoy, much in the way like Karagam and you know, we like to talk about build theory and, you know, different strategies, and you know, it's just an awesome dude. So go follow Falafel. Let's see. Hoots McDouche. Thanks for the follow. Hoots McDouche. the old Hoots McDouche. Falafel's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories. It's going all right, my guy. It's going all right. I slept like ball sack last night. I had like the worst night's sleep I've had in a while. Yeah, this is a 16 pop run. So this is insane pop with a 4 times peak day 1. So as soon as I spawned in, there was 100 bajillion, yeah, with no mods. Yep. To the drive-in movie theater, we did a big lure away from the gas station, and then, so are these both full? It's been absolutely crazy. Open door, zombies inside the door. Going inside the open door and the alarm goes off. So here's my my take on that. I think zombies triggering doors, actually triggering alarms, makes the game a lot easier. Actually, because then you don't do it. It's a lot better when they do it and it draws them to a house that you're not at, than when you do it and it draws them all right to your dick. Hey, Danny, what's up, buddy? How are you today, my friend? Oh, you're tired and sleep where I'm fighting a horde. What can I do? Are you taking any, like, tired traits? You don't want to take, like, sleepyhead or anything like that. You know, you can manage that with coffee or vitamins. Jenny, think we could get that turned down a little bit more? Like, I'm having a hard time hearing over it, honestly. I'm sorry. The drive-in was pretty busy. I had to do a massive pull here as well. Lure a bunch of zombies away. Yeah, Falafel just gave me the nice raid, which is really, really nice. You love to see it. What an Uber guy. I wonder, so I want to try to take this car and drive somewhere. But I wonder how fucked the streets are going to even be. If it's... Can zombies kill you while you're sleeping? Yes. Yes, they can. Well, they actually won't kill you until while you're actually asleep. I'm pretty sure they wait until you wake up, but they'll be standing right on at you when you wake up. Showing setting fires and ovens as I leave houses or draw zombies while I loot elsewhere. Feel like it'll end in tears. So yeah, random fires around your map is a really a rough thing. I feel like is this like I don't know. All I can hear is Paw Patrol. Why is it so loud to me then? Is the speaker on the back of that thing then? Maybe like you put it on the other side of her? Like all I can hear is Paw Patrol. If I get attacked by a random zombie from behind right now, it's because of Paw Patrol. So this car, we don't have a lot of great car options. This one has 100% engine. And we're almost out of weapons as well. So we're going to have to make some moves here. Fucking, we're not doing great on weapons. We're not doing great on food, really. Yeah, well, I'm thinking I'm going to try to drive somewhere, but I'm afraid that if the road looks like the roads in Rosewood do, I'm going to be fucked. So I'm thinking about going south from here, around past Marchridge, up to the Four Corners, and then across the top of Rosewood. I feel like might be the best play. That nimble level. That's only nimble level 2, though, I think. Oh, nimble level 3. That's hot. That is hot. You love to see that. I wish I could break these things down and tell me I can nimble so hard. Sneaking is the chances that zombies see you, and light-footed is how much noise you make. Although neither of which is, in my opinion, a very important stat. Once you start playing on higher and higher pops, there's not really a chance of avoiding zombies, really. So you're better off to just learn how to be a Chad and just kill all the zombies. Is my advice, anyway. Let's just Chad out, slay all the zombies, and then you don't need to worry about zombies. So even after raiding that, like, we don't have that much food, we don't have that many weapons. Why do you zoom so much when going to the bathroom? What do you mean, zoom in? Just so I can see? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, this is the same 16 times run. This is day 6. Day 6, 4 hours, 1,400 kills. So the chopper is going to be coming soon. That's something we got to worry about. And we're going to try to drive here. But this car has some ball sack tires on it. So it does have 100% hood and 100% engine, though. So we got to be We got to be really careful though, because we only have we have 2 tires that are 30. I might try to change the tires if I had some sort of option, but you know what? I should check in this building before we leave. As long as I didn't just draw 1,000 zombies. Yeah, the heli's gonna be fucking insane, so I definitely want to be on the road for the heli or I'm dead. My first coffee in the morning, no electricity this morning as they're working on the meter, so I'm trying to figure out how to boil water without electricity. How many lighters you got? You just... Hello, what kind of hardcore mods compilation can you recommend me? I mean, you can play super hardcore mods even, I mean, compilation even without mods. What kind of runs are you looking for? Like, do you want sprinters? Do you want, 16 times means it's an insane zombies with a 4 times peak, which is, so it's 4 times 4, which is 16, and I set my peak day to day 1. So as soon as I spawned outside, there was 16 times zombies, which is 16 times the normal amount in apocalypse mode, or 4 times the normal amount in insane. So just billions and billions and billions of zombies. Imagine the most zombies you've ever seen in one single spot, and that's basically what it is. Pretty much the hardest start you could possibly do. Unless you went like 16 times sprinters or some shit. But other than like 16 times sprinters, it's pretty much the hardest thing you can do. Oh my god, please be more ice cream. That's the first ice creams I've found. Oh, ice creams! Oh, that's fucking clutch right there. I'm so glad we checked this. So my character was losing some weight. Yeah, oh, dude, those ice creams were clutch. Let's go, the ice cream clutch. Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, I'll be in trouble. This is a perfect song for me right now. Because I don't really know what I should do. I could hang out here for the, ice cream clutch would be terrible for your car. My clutch feels a little spongy. Maybe it's a little scoopy. I don't know. This is a fire... Oh my fuck. Hold on to that thought for a second. This is a fire officer build. So this is a fire officer with thin-skinned, high thirst, slow healer, conspicuous, prone to illness, smoker, weak stomach, clumsy, slow reader, with dexterous, cat's eyes dexterous, baseball player, gymnast, keen hearing, athletic, and strong. So with that, I start with max fitness and max strength, a point in sprinting, light foot and nimble, axe, and long blunt, all with a 75% boost to XP. Is this a big backpack group, or is this just a group? Oh, there's a hatchet in that group, though. Is it worth using a weapon to kill that group to get another weapon? I'm not sure. This is a... Yeah, but I don't even know if that was a backpack group, because the groups are so big. I didn't see a backpack in the group. It's just... Dude, look at this. Even this road is just fucked. This is awful. The motion tween spiffo at the bottom right is giving me an aneurysm. Well, my friend, good thing for you is there's lots and lots of streams on Twitch. You'll probably find another one that you enjoy more. It's in a kiss. That's where it is. Do 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 do. I'm tempted to try to go up there, but I might get trapped. Having one starting point says 75% more XP, but it's actually a lot more. Having one starting point says 75% XP. It's actually a lot more. I'm not sure what you're saying, Ghetto Jesus. I will commend you on you're typing quite well for having an aneurysm, I gotta be honest. So big ups on that. It's in the kiss, that's where it is. Like, did my game audio get turned down? I don't understand why my game is so quiet. Yeah. The way this game works is if you have 1 point in the skill, you get 75% extra. If you start with 2 points in the skill, it's 100% extra. And 3 points is 125% extra. So that's how this game like gives you XP boosts based on your skills. Marchridge map. Let's go into Marchridge. Imagine what Marchridge looks like on this pop. I'm not going into Marchridge or the Dro. I will never. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen places where it equates to like 10 times, like 5 times XP at 75% or something. I don't know. Hey, what's up, son of a? How do you think your game is going to run in LV with these settings? Terrible, probably. Probably won't run, to be honest. Well, the thing about zombie settings that some people, might not realize, your population settings don't affect inside of buildings. So if you go to the mall at 0.1 pop or 16 times pop, it's the exact same amount of zombies in the building. Now, of course, outside it's going to be fucking nuts. But inside the actual building, you get the same XP, the same amount of zombies on no matter what your settings. Jenny, why is it... There's a window open somewhere. Charlie's window is open, or... Because it's like I personally hate pacifist myself. I know some people don't mind it, but for me... especially if you're playing on like really challenging runs for me to do, like this 16 times pop run, getting my weapon skill as high as I can, as quick as I can is of utmost importance. Once you start one-shotting zombies, then it takes you, that's less stamina you use, it's less weapons you go through. I actually hate pacifist. I think it's one of the worst traits in the entire game. Especially for 4 points. That's my take on pacifist, is don't ever take it. I know some people pair it with fast learner, but for me, if you're going to take fast learner, you might as well use fast learner for the combat skills. You don't want the nerf to combat skills after that. Like you'll end up with a +5 gain to it, but still, it's not worth the points to get like boosted to your crafting skills. So I would say I don't like the combo of fast learner and pacifist myself. But I'm all about fighting. I play a very kill all the zombies style. I don't care about crafting points. I don't care about anything else. Everything on my character is to make him as good at killing zombies as possible. But that's how I'm able to live for 100,000 kills without taking any first aid damage, because I just focus on my character being able to just slay out. Oh my fucking god. What a clutch that is. Why is that in there? I don't know, but I'll take it. Just a random baseball bat in that car? What? Thank you, Jesus. Alright, Jesus, I love you. Mwah. You're my boo. I take back everything bad I've ever said about you. Alright, now there's gonna be a bunch of cars here we should be able to check out. Should be handy. I didn't go into the plan of this, of clearing the map. I am playing on no respawn, so nothing about the choppers, so still no air activity. Okay, so we should be safe from chopper shenanigans today. Let's see if we can get down the street without dying. So we're gonna try to get to the little military area north of Rosewood. There's like a little like camp where you can sometimes get some good loot, potentially big backpacks and stuff. So that's where we're gonna try to go. But I got a bad feeling these roads are going to be awful. Thank God there's no pit stop in this run. Imagine if I was playing on this pop and I had to drive through pit stop. I would just like uninstall my game. Just like, nope. I'm pretty sure it rolls over right at midnight to this. Once you're on the next day, it shows. I mean, it shows the weather for today and tomorrow. So, you know, it shows the weather for the day you're in. Unless somebody has information otherwise. Pit stop, more like PC stop. How you doing, Ralph? What's up, buddy? Does anyone disagree with that the radio station rolls over at like midnight into the next day? That's what I always thought. Although, to be fair, I never really listened to it at midnight. I listen to it in the morning when I get up, but... Exclamation Connor. With an uptown girl. Ah! Don't hit that zombie. Dude, this is rough. Dude, Meyer. Meyer. The plan is we're heading to the military, little military encampment north of Rosewood. We're going to try to maybe get a big backpack there and some loot. That's a pretty low pop area. So we're going to try to head there. If that looks fucked, we'll probably just keep going to the military surplus store and then do a massive pull and try to pull everything away and loot that. And then, I don't even know, brother. We're kind of making this up as we go along. I don't even... This is wild. Holy... This is fucked. Oh my fucking god. Wow. Holy. Okay. I mean, probably, this is probably what, like... This is fucking crazy. Holy shit. Where we're going, we can't use roads. Expand your Ellis bag to have balloon slots, secondary. What should go? I mean, a lunchbox, a sack, first aid kit. You probably, if you're not able to attach any of those, you need a carabiner. You can either loot a carabiner or you can make one out of 5 paper clips. So that might be what you're missing there, Evil, if you're having trouble attaching things. That's a big backpack right there. This group probably be worth fighting. As long as there's not another 15,000 over here. Which it doesn't appear that there is. Well, let me shuffle moaning through your house without caffeine. And just after waking up... Without caffeine and just after waking up, call me the Walking Dead. The old man is at it again. What's up, German? How you doing, buddy? Just got up brains. Oh, I don't care. Whatever. I don't remember what was happening, or people just seem to like the fresh starts. One reason I was thinking that, maybe. Okay, so we brought a whole bunch over with the car, which sucks balls. What does the vegetarian zombie say? Grains. You're so damn good at this, cheese and jelly. Ah, well, thanks, Sledging. It's just lots of practice, man. Good morning, Terror. Dyslexic zombie is here looking for some dude named Brian. Of course, the big backpack guy is way back there. Fuck me. Ambulance key. My goal for the first day is to get a car, start getting food, water, weapons. You know, just the usual stuff you need to get. But if you're looking for how to start and stuff, I have an entire beginner's guide up on YouTube. Or, well, it's not completed, but it covers that part, like what traits to take, what professions, where to start, what to do right in the beginning. I've been getting a lot of good feedback and it's helped a lot of people, so if you do exclamation guide. But yeah, you just basically, you know, just like real life. You need food, water, beginner's guide to die like a bitch. Wait, what? Hey, what's up, Smokey? Yeah, there's all the links to the first, like, 5 episodes. And episode 6 should be coming out pretty soon. St. Kira, thank you so much for the follow. Should I just turn off the heli event? It's annoying as fuck. I mean, that's up to you, my guy. It's a sandbox game, you know? You gotta choose how to build your own sandcastle. My sandcastle always looks like a dick, you know what I mean? However you want yours to be. because I like dick sandcastles doesn't mean you have to make a dick sandcastle. You got to not sneak and kill like a Chad. Yeah, I don't buy into the sneaking thing. Even on this 16 times run. This is 16 times run, I have 0 sneaking XP. Hey, it's the big backpack guy. What's up, dude? Oh, it's got some stuff in it even. Let's go. The military pants are a little fucked up, but better than the ones I got on, I think. Let's get rid of these jeans. What do you think? Boonie hat or white cowboy hat, chat? One of the best tips for beginners, don't bother with watching TV shows. Yeah, I agree completely. I always tell people that, you know, I don't advise trying to catch the TV shows in the beginning. You're not going to level up because you're not going to die because you missed the cooking show. You're likely to die because, Boonie, you're likely to die because you didn't get out and level up your skills. Like in the first week is the lowest pop it's going to be. If you're playing on Apocalypse or Survivor, during the first week is the lowest your pop's ever going to be. So if you sit inside and waste time watching the TV shows during the first week, when you go outside, you're just going to have to deal with more zombies than you would have had to in the first place. So in my personal opinion, you're far too busy in the beginning to be watching TV shows or doing anything else. Cowboy hat camos for sneaking. It's mostly whatever looks cooler, you know. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be out here slaying zombies and, you know, I'm just doing my thing. I'm out here killing. There's some lady survivor. She looks out the window. She's like, damn, he's looking kind of cute. But, man, I don't know about that white cowboy hat. And then she goes and sucks some other guy's dick off. All right? That's not a world I want to live in. Yeah, by default, like if you're playing on Apocalypse or Survivor, the population goes from 1 to 1.5 over the first 28 days. So the population is slowly increasing over the first month on default settings, unless you change that. I mean, it's all sandbox, so you know you can have no respawn, no increase. But if you're playing on default settings, your population is slowly increasing over the first 28 days. So if you're inside, like wasting time watching TV shows and shit, you could be out like getting weapons, food, water, establishing yourself, leveling up your skills. So I think that is a much better use of time than watching the cooking show. Betas. Yes. I was hoping that's the whole reason I fought back to that was I was hoping there would be betas in there. You talking? Oh, you have chocolate? I'll go to crazy one-year-old and Bill's. Oh, you got a crazy 1-year-old? Yikes. I know how that is. Although my crazy one's about to be a 2. My crazy 1-year-old's about to be a crazy 2-year-old. Can you believe she's almost 2, Jenny? It's crazy. That happened super quick. So I'm like terrified to go in any of these houses because if I set an alarm off, fuck me. Bad times. But if I could get some beginner books, ooh man, that would be the sweetness. So if you go up here, there's like this little military encampment place. This is where we're headed. To cooking shows, burger flipper, fast learner, and some books you get to max cooking from the TV shows. You can. But that doesn't help you really, you know what I mean? Like, you can cook with rotten food, like, the cooking skill is kind of worthless. So, like, I get, like, why that's cool, but if you're trying to survive in regular mode, then, like, I wouldn't suggest taking the cooking shows, they just don't make a difference. I mean, I mean, I'm not a moron. Like, I get, like, but what it... Oh, wait. Why is the chopper here? Oh, fuck me.
Awkward.
Oh, no, this is bad. Why is the chopper here? Why did I get no warning that the chopper was coming? Now and again, you get someone mad horny and they try to fuck a sheep. So, like, I've heard of that. Like, that's actually a thing. People, like, sneak into farms and fuck sheep. Is that really a thing? Like, you've caught someone in your farm fucking a sheep. Like, I thought, like, I've heard of this. I'm sure it, like, happened somewhere out in the fucking, like, boony, you know, like, really remote areas and shit. Like, people actually fuck sheep, though. It's like a thing.
You live in a sick and twisted world, cheese.
Cheese, it'll bring your mind back to DF.
Yeah, true. Solid point.
Oh, the good old days. Don't you miss him, Cheese? Don't you miss him?
I don't. I can't even tell that story on my channel anymore, I don't think.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think that story was ever okay to be told.
Yeah, but back when I didn't have any viewers, it didn't matter.
And now you just have sick viewers that would actually find it hilarious.
She's got a point.
Yeah, the chopper event on 16 times pop is crazy. It's not mine, I'm just a groundskeeper, yes. And it's in Wales. So, like, you've caught people banging sheep in your area or whatever. That is, wild.
Unfortunate.
But again, I would ask, why are you trying to find the middle point between, like, boiling and freezing? Like, when was the last time it came up where you were like, you know what I need right now? I need to know the exact middle point between the freezing point and boiling point of water.
It's important.
Like, I agree it makes more sense. Like, I understand, like...
engineer, maybe.
But
for anyone else...
It's not, it doesn't typically come up that often, I feel like. No, this is just the heli one time. Just a one-time heli. I'm not that much of a fucking masochist. One-time heli is good for me. You caught somebody with his pants around his ankles, bare-assed, fucking chasing a sheep. That is... What did they say? What did they say? Like, you're like, hey, you, stop with the sheep! Like, what happened then? I have to know. And you didn't see my face, did you? You didn't know... I mean, you didn't see their face, did you? You didn't know who they were?
Did you really want to?
Usually don't shoot. Farm here that offers animal therapy for people with mental conditions like anxiety or some type of autism. Apparently hugging cows very therapeutic. I mean, animals are super therapeutic, that's for sure. They give that, you know, they use animals for a lot of therapy reasons. Emotional support animals, they give them to soldiers, they give them to a lot of people. Animals are great for that. Sexual release. No, you can't. No. Can't, no. I don't condone this type of behavior. What's up, Thimble? Wait, I have 2 people in my chat that have read a detailed blog post about female dolphin vaginas. Also, why did you have to say female? Is there also male dolphin vaginas? But that's beside the point. Why are you guys reading anything about dolphin vaginas?
There's an American man that's insistent that a female dolphin is just sexually harassing him. He keeps going into the water and the dolphin keeps harassing him.
Did he get
Because he keeps rubbing her.
Well, I mean, dolphins are super rapey. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Dolphins, like, have rape caves. A dolphin will, like, drag you down to its rape cave and murder you and rape you. That's a thing, for sure. That's, like, a confirmed thing, but, like, still... I don't, like, how far down the fucking rabbit hole do you have to get to dolphin vagina blog posts? Where you're like, oh, yeah, you know what? I need to read this. Alexa, tell me about dolphin rape caves. Alexa, play Despacito max volume.
Are you just trying to annoy Poss now?
That's the weird thing about mermaids, okay? It's like one part super sexy and one part, you know, just some lady. It's like, you know, make up your mind. Fucking weird thing. This is a weird we've had a lot of weird conversations in my chat, but this is, you guys have gone too far at this point. This is just too much. Yeah, but still yeah, but either way you're just stuck with the weird lady part, you know? It was sent to me by a buddy who was like, check this madness, the story is odd. Hey Cheese, tailoring seems a bit pointless, would you agree? I mean, if you never get hit, tailoring is useless. But you can tailor up clothing and make yourself have a pretty good amount of protection without having the speed debuff you get from wearing like firefighter clothing and shit. So I don't do it because I never get hit, but it actually can be pretty strong at the higher levels. Stretch? Alright, good idea. I slept like balls last night. My back is a fucking mess. Ugh. I can't believe the chopper just randomly showed up and I didn't get the, like, chopper thing. Why didn't I get, like, chopper notification? Got a new bed a couple days ago. Love it so much. Oh, nice. A 9 gag? I don't even know what that is. Best self-investment ever. Did you have it on 2-hour days? Yep. My 100k run was insane pop with a 1.5 peak, day 28. 2-hour days. Listen to Jenny and hydrate. Listen, I'm hydrated. I gotta pee. I'm waiting for the chopper to be over so I can pee. I'm about to pee my pantsuit. Ah. It's also, I feel like people spend a lot more time on it. Like, personally, I don't think sitting around your base and leveling up your tailoring is as important as getting out there, getting kills, and leveling up your weapon skills. So, like, I wouldn't focus on tailoring until you're, like, max, you know, you're super sorted out, you have, like, max weapon skill, you're fucking slaying, you know what I mean? Like, I don't buy into the, like, sitting around the base for the first week, leveling up your, watching the shows, level your cooking, leveling up your first aid, leveling up, you know, unless you're, like, in multiplayer, it's a different situation, if you're, like, the base mom or whatever, but, like, if you're playing single player, you have a lot more important things to work on. You need weapons, you need food, you need water, you need to get your base sorted, you need to get your skills leveled up, you need to kill zombies, clear out your wherever you're staying, you need to get ready for the helicopter event. So I think a lot of people die by strategically making bad decisions early on.
It's tragic.
It's nice in winter because you can afford wear thick jackets. Inspector, thank you so much.
777 Spifferip, Cheese 777 Spifferip.
Thank you so much for the Prime Gaming for 5 months. Thank you so much, my friend. For you to use your Jeff Bezos penis rocket money on me, I really appreciate it. Guys, remember to use your Jeff Bezos penis rocket money on some streamer. Otherwise, it just goes back to Amazon, and they don't need any more penis rocket money. So I'm not understanding your point, Telegram, to be honest, but what I would say is I also don't recommend wearing the winter jackets and whatnot, because they give you a combat speed debuff, and that's not a good idea. You want to be able to move fast you want to be able to move fast and you're nimble, so you'd be better off just layering up with things that don't have a debuff. Like, my favorite jacket is the varsity jacket, because it's got pretty good insulation and protection. It doesn't have any debuff, so you can wear that with like a hoodie and like a denim shirt, or yeah, you just layer up. You don't want to wear the big like the big shit. It will just fuck you. Like anything that gives you a combat debuff, I wouldn't wear. But then you can take that other stuff that doesn't have a combat debuff, and you can pad it up with leather patches at level 10, and you get pretty good protection without having the combat speed debuff. All right, you got it, German. This guy loves his Mitzies. Mitzies, fucking hell. Mitzies 11? It's not finding that as a song, German. Is it 111111? For us people who don't, first week I would go to a doctor shop or a supermarket and would fight first week through a city. For us people who don't have a build in God mode, I like tailoring 8 because you can fix things back to normal. Yeah, when you get up to tailoring 8, it's good to be able to fix your clothes up for sure. Still love using my leather jacket to death. I mean, I would just suggest that if you don't use anything that has combat debuffs, then you're less likely to get hit because you can actually move. Vitality? Okay, that I can find. I got you. So like when you're fighting zombies, the main important skill is your nimble. How fast you can back up is how good you can kite zombies. And when you make a mistake and miss a zombie, if your nimble is high enough, you won't get grabbed. Now, if you put on a bunch of firefighter gear or leather jackets or anything that slows this down a huge amount, then it makes it much easier for the zombies to get you. So if you're, it's better to wear light armor that doesn't slow you down and not get hit than heavy armor that slows you down and causes you to get hit. It does feel good to have the pause back. Pause is nice. It does. It definitely does. All right, we're going to hang out here for the rest of today. We're going to see if the chopper comes back. We're going to read a book. It's just my advice. This is how I play. But as a player who lived over a year, had 100,000 kills, and didn't take any first aid damage, you know, this is a proven successful style. You guys don't have to take my advice, of course. It's a sandbox game. Play however you enjoy. But this is what I would recommend. If somebody was like, man, Cheese, I can't live for a year. What do? I'd say stop wearing the heavy armor, wear light armor, practice your fundamentals, and stop getting hit by zombies. Because the armor is only going to save you so many times. Eventually, you're going to lose the luck roll, and they're going to break through it, and you're going to die. If you can make a sawed-off shotgun, is what better in the game? I mean, I like the sawed-off shotgun. It gives you a bigger spread. At Nimble 4, you basically back up faster than the zombies move. So at Nimble, actually, when you get to the higher level Nimbles, like level Nimble 6 or 8, it's actually a little bit too fast. It's kind of hard to get the timing down right to be able to hit the zombies without backing away from them. Fix the drive emote when you're doing the inspector, please. Wait. I don't know. Sounds like you have nimble 4. There you go. Yeah, the sawed-off shotgun weighs less too. That's true. This is when I learned the hard way not to reload a shotgun with the window down. Yeah, that was my fault, by the way. I'm sorry. You used to be able to 360 shoot out of cars and be able to drive, drive and shoot them and reload and everything. But they specifically nerfed all that shit because of me. So I'm apologizing. But RJ was in here watching me on a run where I had like 147,000 kills. And I was basically just wiping the entire map, driving around in my car, shooting everything. And RJ didn't like that. And then the shotgun car nerf came. Alright, we're gonna... Let's make sure there's nothing close by here. You can't. You cannot 360 shoot out of a gun car anymore. You 100% cannot. So you used to be able to be in a car and shoot this way, this way, this way, any way you wanted. Now you can only shoot out your window, this side, or if you're on the other side, that side. And when you reload, it locks up the controls of your car. So not that you can't shoot out of a car, but you can't, only driver's side. No, you can, whatever side you're sitting on. If you're sitting in the passenger seat and roll your window down, you can shoot out the passenger side. You can shoot out the window that you're sitting at. This is 9 days, 17 hours, 1,479 kills. So you can only, like real life, if you were in a car, you can only shoot out the window you're sitting at. So if you're in the passenger side, you can shoot out the passenger side window. Driver's side, shoot out the driver's side window. If you're in the back, you can shoot out whatever window you're sitting next to. I haven't had that experience yet in multiplayer to have like 4 people in the car. I'm going to put my alarm to a little bit later. Woke up on the newbie stream. I mentioned the thing about breaking the rear window and not driver's window. It saved the dude's life. Passing a long... Thank you for... Oh, nice. Nice, Sky. Yeah, no, I wasn't saying you couldn't shoot out of a car. That's not what I was saying. But it's been changed from what it used to be. You used to be able to shoot out of the whole car from the driver's seat. Now you can't. And now if you try to reload while you're driving, your car like takes off like a rocket and fucking likely to smash you into, into shit. But no, you can 100% still shoot out of a car. Agree completely. Fuck yeah, Jolene. Jolene. All right. See if we can make something happen here. Soup, drink. Hey, noob! Thank you so much for an in-depth settings video. I could probably do that. Lucille, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming subscription. Noob, thanks for the 100 bits. Thank you guys. Oh, Charlie, it's almost a hype team.
This is the start of the GoFundMe for an in-depth settings video.
All right, hold on. I gotta show you guys what I see when I look over here. Hey, Charlie.
Look at
Charlie.
that cheese.
Charlie, look at me. Charlie, say cheese. All right, so Jenny made, my daughter is watching a movie, and Jenny made her a little like play for it. Look, I'll post it in general. That's Charlie hanging out in a box watching. What's she watching? Paw Patrol. What happens when you get to 650? I get super excited. Giant boner territory. Lucille, enjoy your new sub badge, your emotes, your ad-free viewing. Join my Discord and link your Twitch to be able to come play on my sub servers. Always keep an empty bowl handy. Yeah, empty bowls are great. Empty bowls are really great to have around, especially if you have vegetables. Hey, Danny! Danny backs the fun. Thanks so much for the 95 bits. Thank you so much, Danny. And Noob and everybody. Thank you so much. Song makes me miss my Giga Jolene. We're doing here. Got an empty bottle. Put this on the ground. Grab a new water bottle. It's still pretty good. Jack White did a version of Jolene? I've never heard that. Is that on Spotify? I kind of want to hear that now. Too many people. Just usually found you can ground stuff while driving. Oh, like throw stuff out the window? Yeah. People used to try to tell me you had to roll down your window to throw stuff out. I'm like, that's not a thing, guy. Do mod commissions cost? I mean, it depends on how much work is involved. The couple of mods that I've commissioned weren't a lot of work, and it was basically like buy them a pizza. But if you want, like, you know, the Ecto 1 made, like Sheriff Eli is getting done with all the modded parts and the barricading with the windows and all that shit, that's probably costing some money. But I mean, it's just like anybody else, you know, these modders usually do this stuff because they enjoy the work and they like it, you know, so they probably, depending on how busy they are, you know, will do it for just like a reasonable price, I would guess. But, you know, it just depends on the person, how busy they are, how much money they have.
It's like any artist.
Yeah, it's basically like commissioning anyone to...
skill and their workload already. It's
right, how much they feel they want to do it. You know, if they think it's a great idea and they just want to get the mod out, they want to be the one that makes it, maybe they'll do it for cheaper. What's up, Jay Breezy?
Or maybe you do what Cheese does and just play with their pee-pee a little bit and they'll...
Yeah, just give them a little slap and tickle. Sometimes that works. Jen, you got any bits?
No.
Wow. Use them all in Tango? Hmm? 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 What'd you say? Your bit badge says different, my friend. Wreckfest game soundtrack. Alright. Jenny, thanks so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Ladybug. Jenny up to 85 gifties. Doing the hype-tane. It's a hype-tane, Charlie. Maya Cyrus is talented as fuck. Alright, I gotta focus here. Oh my god, this is a lot of zombies. Holy, that's a lot of zombies. Okay.
Bits.
Sky, thanks so much for the 100 bits. Danny, thanks for gifting a tier 1 sub.
Hype train. Choo choo.
Choo choo, motherfuckers. Right. I'm gonna just get out of this area for now. I'm gonna hopefully that swirls them into a bit of a more manageable state than fucking one every 5 feet everywhere. We're just gonna de-ass the area for a minute and see what happens. Can you make a command for that 10k? Keep presses a second. Okay, I crawl across red hot coals to suck the last. What, excuse me? Excuse me? Alright, let's go back out here. We're gonna chill for uno momento. The military surplus store might not happen, because fuck me, that's a lot of zombies. Like a super lot. Like all of the zombies. But maybe we can pull like enough of them away that'll make it sort of reasonable to do something over there. Oh hell yeah, some seal. Let's go. If you can't slate a seal, then you ain't living. Anybody excited for the Dying Light 2? I only drive the cop car when I play it. But I don't have a PC to run it. Aw. Love the first one. Oh, your laptop came with a code for it. Dude, that's sick. That's super sick. Actually, I tried to get Jenny to maybe see if we can get a code. Any luck on that, Jenny? Because I wouldn't be surprised if a game like that does like early access streamer shit. Guys, thank you so much for the hype-tain. Charlie, it was a hype-tain. She's just chilling. Feet up on the edge of the box. She's like, this is great. Thank you guys so much for the amazing support. Thank you guys all for being here. And I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Damling, by the way, thanks for the Prime sub. I think I missed that in the running from death. Let's just go over. Danny, thanks for the gifty. Sky for the 100 bits. Jenny for the gifty. Danny for the 95 bits. And Lucille, thanks for the Prime. Thanks, everybody. Asus Zephyrus Duo 15.
Fancy.
How's your new deal treating you, MC? You still loving it?
My new deal?
Your computer.
PC.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
Thanks for being here with us. Really appreciate the mood you bring. Oh, well, thank you so much, Lily. I did see a streamer play a side quest already. I'm willing to watch anything else. Spoilers. Oof. Okay.
It's still doing great. It's still a beast.
Nice. I figured, but I don't know. I hadn't heard you talk about it in a minute, so I was just wondering if you're still loving it. Da 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 da. MC still loving it.
Windows 11 isn't terrible.
Oh, you're rocking the Windows 11. I wasn't sure if you stayed with that.
I gave it a go. It's been just fine.
This would be good, okay as long as there's not a fucking car jammed in the middle of the street right here. That'll be suck ass. That'll be the big suck ass. Look at this. This is the big suck ass. Yeah, this is pretty good. Any tips on leveling up mechanics? I found an incredibly slow process of taking apart 1 million vehicles. So if you read a book, some people will tell you that you get XP for success once per part per day on a car, which is true. but you actually get XP when you fail. So what I do is I find a junker that I don't mind ruining. Specifically, a heavy duty is nice because then you can kind of grind it up by if you take a part that you can fail on and just take it off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on until you zero the part and then throw it away and then just keep doing that and just ruin the whole vehicle. You can grind it up pretty quick. Hey, what's up, Whistlebeak? Yeah, this is 16 pop, so it's 4 pop with a 4 peak with peak day 1. So as soon as I spawned in, 16 times zombies. So we might have tricked the system here. Yeah, you fail successfully, still get XP, yeah. So that's something a lot of people don't realize. A lot of people will be like, yeah, but you know, you can only get XP once a day. But I mean, it's sort of true, but not completely. Nah, I'm not towing anything on this pop. Not recommended. It will crash your game. Yeah, yeah. There's this is a crazy zombie pop. So if you have any type of FPS issues with this game, you don't want to try this pop for sure. This is very, very gnarly zombie settings. I had the largest horde I've ever had in my life following me yesterday. There was literal thousands. I probably had 3,000 zombies I was luring around yesterday. And I was on foot. I was on foot and I had 3,000 zombies following me around. Yeah, just in the Rosewood, the nice area of Rosewood. It wasn't the mall, it was just the nice area of Rosewood. I had to show my husband your YouTube account. It was definitely fucking crazy. It was absolutely crazy. No, the mall's gonna take I don't even know. IRL several weeks probably. Yeah, same. Just getting into Louisville is like that area. You know the area you drive through to get to Louisville, that road in Valley Station, that on our settings has 100 billion zombies. Like it's gonna have like 16 times that many zombies. Yes, but then you're waiting for days and days and days, Weird Al. That's the thing you're not accounting for. If you actually want to level it up without waiting an IRL several weeks, you can get to level 2 mechanics in a single day if you're just trying to get up to, say, level 2 so you can hotwire. So once you have an established base, and it doesn't matter, but if you're playing on hard settings and you don't have 2 weeks to wait and take all the parts off once a day, then I suggest just finding a junker car that you don't mind ruining and doing it the way I suggested. Like you're not factoring in the time that you have to wait into that equation. Not everybody has like a full like car park of cars they can take all the parts off of, you know? Right, but even when parts are scarce, there's always like the beater cars that have like a 15% overall. Are you going to use the 15% brakes on your car? No. So you can just take those on and off until they're ruined. You're not going to use like a 14% suspension piece. So you can ruin those parts and it doesn't make a difference. You can find even a good car, like even my car I'm driving here, you can look at this car and there's parts on it that are shit that you can destroy. Like So like I could destroy this seat. This 34 seat is nobody's going to use that. This level 38 brake, I could take this on and off and, you know, save the good parts obviously. But you know, if you're talking about like getting it done quickly, like the question was, it seems to take forever to level up mechanics. How do I speed that up? My suggestion is not going to be, well, if you take off the part and then wait until tomorrow, like you can grind it up by using parts that you're not ever going to use again. A stretch? Oh, you got to stretch, yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you're in multiplayer and you have a base built and you have a huge garage full of cars and you're just trying to level up mechanics, then absolutely. You know, just go take off the parts once per day. Yeah, but you're playing on easier settings, Whistlebeak. If you can go get a bunch of other cars, like on my pop right now, 16 times pop, it's not an option for me to just go get a parking lot full of cars. So it kind of depends on the settings you're playing on. But again, if you have like a junker car, like a car with a bunch of shitty parts, you're not going to use those anyway. So you can just take those off, use the failures, level up. I mean, you think so? Because I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for the car I'm driving around. No, I disagree completely. I mean, you should try it. Try it. You can get level 2 mechanics in a single day. You read the mechanics book, and then you just take the parts off and on, off and on, off and on. Boom, level 2. You're out there hot wiring cars. You can go steal all the cars you want. Like, unless you're really doing like you're going to be a mechanic and fix up your shit. Most people are just trying to get to level 2 so they can hotwire. And you can do that on a single day with grinding up the way I'm telling you to do it. Again, take my advice or not, but you know what I mean? If you guys want to advise your streams to, you know, to do it once a day and take IRL 2 weeks to do it, then go right ahead. But in my stream, I'm going to advise you on the fastest way to get it done, which is the way that I'm telling you to do it. Yep, you just save up all the digital watches you can find as soon as I start killing zombies. I mean, I don't know what that has to do with anything, Whistle, but the game is completely changed. I mean, the game is so different from that. That's like saying, I was a pro at Donkey Kong, so I know everything there is to know about Super Mario 3. It's not the same game, so. So as soon as I start playing, I start gathering up all the digital watches. As soon as I start killing zombies, I'm always gathering the digital watches. Nope, it's a completely different game. There's always been cards in Build 41, and Build 41 is an entirely different game from Build 40. Completely different. So you are not correct, my friend. This is a fire officer build. This is, hold on. I'll show you my traits in 1 second. Light hair. So this is a fire officer with thin skin, high thirst, slow healer, conspicuous, prone to illness, smoker, weak stomach, and clumsy, and slow reader. The positives are cat's eyes, dexterous, baseball player, gymnast, keen hearing, athletic, and strong. So that starts me with max strength and max fitness, a point in light sprinting, light foot, and nimble, and axe and long blunt, all with a 75% boost. Also, I'm not really smart. So, just quick summary. Go to a car, take it apart, install it, take out all this, install. So what you want to look at, right, when you go to do mechanics, or if you're trying to level it up quickly, go to a car, and if you look at the parts, so like I don't have any mechanic skill. I'm at mechanic skill 0 right now. But when you go to take a part off the car, it'll tell you your chance of success and failure. Like I haven't read the book for this, so I can't do it. But the chance of me taking this off is 5% success, 95% failure. So I can take this, I can repeatedly try to take this off, try to take this off, try to take this off, and every time I fail, I'm gonna get XP for it. But you don't want to do something like, once you get to level 1, you can no longer do like seats or, you know, anything where you can't fail, you can't grind in that way. So you gotta look, and it's gotta be a part that you have a chance at failing at. Preferably a high chance, because then you can just sit there and grind the skill up. After you've read the book, you basically can destroy like one car and maybe a little bit more, and then you can get to level 2 mechanics and be hot wiring already. Cat's Eyes, I like it, but I try to be home at night in single player. It's got a huge upgrade in multiplayer though, without the sleep, so. Hey, what's up, Drago? How you been, dude? It's going good, my friend. It's going good. I'm doing great, man. My guy, it's been really great. We gotta go have a stag party in another city. All right, Danny, have a good day, my friend. Stay safe. No sheep harassing, okay? Try to keep yourself from the sheep harassing.
I think it's a stag. It's not the deer.
What's up, Connor? How you doing, buddy? By all means, I love when my sheep get bothered.
Stop it, right?
Doing good. Living the dream, you know? Swimming pools, movie stars, a couple of biatches, why not? Birds. Hanging at the the cement pond. It was the cement pond. Heavy on the cement.
Take a step in there. That's in there. Sit down. What's your bag? In your bag? Your baggie? There you go. Oh.
Probably gonna knock that right off there.
Your face?
I do.
I'm so excited. That good?
You collect hats in game or any other weird items? I like to collect the helmets. That's really it. I don't really collect anything weird. I like helmets because they're rare. Like the motorcycle helmet, the riot helmet. I like rare items. Gives me something to look for on these like super long runs. The blunt got fatter. Hunting knife, interesting. It's the first hunting knife I found in fucking 1,500 kills. 1,542 kills, first hunting knife I've seen. Trying to collect all the tie models. Gotta look sharp. I like that. I like that. So you got the. Do you know that there's two Spiffos ties? There's a Spiffos clip-on and a Spiffos regular. Those are vanilla, right? I think they're vanilla. Those aren't an authentic Z item, are they? Huh? The Spiffos ties? Okay. I thought so too, but then I just didn't want to be like, wait. Getting a little sweaty. I don't need the hoodie, probably. Actually, probably don't need the jacket either, currently. Yeah, same, Wergo, same. It's like I find a fucking million of them or zero. Yep, you can just grind it with fails. So you get XP once per day for success. So if you have a bunch of cars, like if you have 10 cars in your parking lot, then you're better off to just go around and take all the parts off, you know, those and put them back on once per day. But if you're in the beginning of the game and you have like, don't have a bunch of cars and you just want to, you know, if you're just trying to get to level 2 so you can start hot wiring cars and get your game going, you can grind it off of like 1 or 2 junk cars you don't mind ruining by just ruining the parts over and over. And so it is definitely more efficient. Say you're playing multiplayer with your friends, you already have a huge collection of cars and you're just trying to be a mechanic. When you level in, you can like just grind on all their cars and take them, you know, that's much faster. I'm not disagreeing with that. But if you, you know, only have the single cars, you don't have a giant parking lot, you can just take everything off and on. Do you know if the zombie weapons respawn are related somewhat to the zone you spawn in? They're not, but it does have to do with like population and amount of zombies around. So when you play on like higher zombie pops, you get a lot more of the rare loot like katanas and machetes. On my Bill Murray 100k run, I was able to grind my long blade skill all the way up to level 8. So that means I've found enough machetes and katanas over 100,000 kills to get my, you know, my long blunt that, my long blade that high. So I'm an extremely experienced player at this game. So anytime I say anything, you know, I'm speaking from a place of experience. I also have 3,100 hours since March of last year. We also have an hours command, exclamation PZ hours. You can see how many hours it has tracked on my Steam. And all of it has been live on stream. None of that was done off stream. This is no, like, you know, I did this and, you know, there's some question of whether it really happened. Hundreds of people watched that run. The entire thing happened. My god, these watches in my backpack, though. Fucking hell. It's follow sense. Follow sense, Tara. Wow, almost 11 months. 11 months in 9 minutes. I was here. Yeah, there was a lot of people that watched the run all the way through. So, I'm not somebody that just posted a single screenshot and claimed I did something. Like, it was all done live on stream. In fact, the run just started as like a regularly run. I started a new run because the new build came out. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with short blade. I just don't enjoy it personally. I just don't enjoy the... I don't know, you have to be really close to the zombies, and if your weapon breaks and you do the stab and he does the close push, it can be really, really dangerous. That's the same reason I don't like spears. I don't like the spear one-shot animation, where it locks you in place for a minute. I like to be on the move. I don't wear any heavy armor or anything that slows me down. I don't like my weapons to stop me from moving. Like, I'm never going to be killed by an axe animation, but I could be killed by, you know, some other stuff. So it's something I caught the other in the day, mechanic skill. You should do 1 part per day. It gives lower XP. So no, so you get XP for mechanical skill on successes once per day per part. But if you want to try to grind it up to level 2 real quick, like say you're trying to hotwire cars and you have a beater that you can dismantle. You can take the parts on and off, on and off, on and off until they're completely destroyed. And you get XP every time you fail. So you can actually grind it up without waiting days in between, is what I was saying. A year and 18 months, let's go. You love to see it. What's up, Jester? Yeah, I can show you where this is on the map. This is a completely vanilla location. Yeah, I'm not talking about, like, if you're trying to get to level 10 mechanics to be your shop mechanic. But for success, it's once per day per part. So you can go around your car, take the light bulb out, put it in, take the seat out, put it in, take the radio out, put it in. You can do that once per day. But every time you fail on a part, you get XP. So if you're trying to grind up your hot wiring so you can get more cars, you know, you're trying to make some shit happen early game and you don't want to wait a week, you know, take all your headlights out, wait until tomorrow, take all your headlights out, wait until tomorrow. You can find a beater car, and every time you try to take the brakes off and you fail, or every time you try to take your windshield out and you fail, you get XP for that. So you can just take the parts on and off, on and off, on and off until they're completely destroyed, and then do another part and do another point. Each item in each slot. That's what I said. Once per part per car. Isn't that exactly what I just said, weirdo? You call it a slot, I said per part. It's just, I mean, it's the same thing. Once per part per car slot. What do you mean by that? So meaning you can take all of what, so I'm asking you, what's the difference?
That's what he's saying.
Right, that's per part, though. Per part means the same thing. So if I said, you can go take all the parts off that car, and it's not, nobody's going to go over there and say, oh, I can take one tire off and put it back on. Per part means each part of the car. Means the exact same thing. We're just arguing semantics at this point. I didn't say, like, per type of thing you're talking about. Per part on your car. So the seats you can all take out once, the tires you can take all off at once, all the light bulbs you can take out once. It means the exact same thing. Oh, you're saying you can... Yes, true. But again, per part per car. So those are you're using different parts, right? If you're using 10 different windows, would you call those all one part? Or would you call those 10 parts? Because I would call those 10 parts. I don't call 10 brakes the same part. But again, we're not talking about someone that has, if you have 10 windows, then you're at a different situation than what we're discussing. We're talking about people in the beginning of the game that are trying to get to level 2 mechanics. They're unlikely to have 10 windows extra to put in and out of cars. So again, you're back to talking about someone that has a giant car garage of car parts and 15 extra, cars to use and stuff. That's not the situation we're talking. All right, let's leave the advice in Cheese's stream up to a Cheese, and then if you want to give advice in your stream, you can give it whatever advice you like. Let's just go with that. You can either use my opinions or not, but I'm an extremely accomplished player in this game. I have 100,000 kills in a single run, survived several years at the same time. If you want to listen to my advice, you can use it. If you don't want to listen to it, don't use it. It just seems like every time I say something, you have some, counterpoint to it. So, just chill and enjoy the advice, my guy. Or not use it. Either way, I don't really care. But if you followed my advice, you can live for a long time. Appreciate all the tips and certainly made the game more fun for me. There's so many mechanics I don't understand. Yeah, there's so much stuff going on in this game. There's a lot of misinformation on the internet. When I started playing this game, I wasn't very good at the game either. And when I first started, I would loot my first house, go outside and die for a long time. And then I went and I tried to figure out, how I could get better. And I started looking on Reddit and YouTube, and the Reddit post would be 1,000 hours in game, my top 5 tips for survival. And it would be like, tip number 1, crouch always. Tip number 2, never fight zombies. Tip number 3, never, dig in with your bare hands in the dirt to level up first aid. Tip number 4, all this just terrible, terrible advice. Fuck me. I walked too close to this group. That was a mistake I made. And now there's a group over there as well. Yeah, I found a poncho earlier. I'm not really worried about the weather right now. I'm not even moist. I'm just tired. I just need to get in the car and relax so I can get rid of this exhaustion. Do. Remember you said there was a mod, like an all-rounder Oh, you're talking about Hydrocraft? Is that what you're talking about? Hemophobic is where your guy gets upset about blood on your clothes and stuff. But if you're not running hemophobic, then it doesn't make much difference at all. You can, like, I never wash my character, and he's fine. He doesn't get upset about it. It only matters if you run hemophobic. The bound journal, is that one of those ones where you get to write your skills in it and like you get your skills back? Oh, Authentic Z. Oh, okay, Authentic Z. Yeah, Authentic Z is an amazing mod. It adds like 140 plus outfits to the game, all sorts of different stuff. Like there's special zombies, random zombies, the Ghostbusters. You know, there's maids at the motels, there's nurses at the hospital. So it adds zombies that make sense and also zombies that, you know, are restarts and server. Okay, it's an amazing mod. Both clothes and yourself matter. Yes, both your clothes and yourself matter, but things like your house doesn't matter. Okay, yes, you should so if you're using hemophobic, what I would recommend for hemophobic is to run smoker in conjunction with hemophobic, and then when your guy is anxious during the day, you just smoke. And then before bed, you just wash up. Now, you will use a lot of cigarettes with this method, but typically, especially if you're playing in single player and you're a quality player, you're able to get to the gas stations and stuff, you get loads and loads and loads and loads of cigarettes. So, like, having cigarettes is never really an issue. So I would recommend pairing hemophobic with smoker and then, you know, just smoke when you're anxious. What's up, Hunter? How you doing? So Authentic Z Fashion Montage is kind of out of date now. Fashion Montage was a mod that allowed you to pick any starting outfit you wanted. But basically... but anxiety doesn't do anything to your character. It has basically no effect. So as long as you smoke cigarettes occasionally, and you end up... Like, I'm on a 16 pop run, and I think I have like 500 cigarettes already. Cigarettes are so readily available in single player that it's like free points. Oh, it is annoying. I agree. Annoying, that I agree with. 100%. So the Authentic Z Fashion Montage is basically an obsolete version of that mod now. So I wouldn't use that. That was only if you're running Fashion Montage before. Fashion Montage allowed you to start with any of the outfits in the game. But now that's a sandbox setting. So basically, yeah, they've basically replaced that mod with a sandbox setting. So that part of Authentic Z is obsolete now. See, I honestly think hemophobic is actually a really good trait in single player. I mean, you got to take some stuff, right? If you're trying to take strong and athletic and keen hearing and, you know, some weapon specialization, you're going to have to take some negatives. So, like, of the ones that you can take, that one doesn't really affect your combat effectiveness, which is why I like it, as opposed to, like, claustrophobic or agoraphobic or anything that makes you panicked all the time, which does affect your combat effectiveness. Or, you know, anything of the other traits. So I think it's, as far as survivability goes and actual good value on your points, I think it's pretty good. See, like, there we go. There's 20 more cigarettes. Like, the cigarettes are pretty readily available beyond just the very beginning. No, hemophobic gives you anxiety. And then eventually, if you don't treat the anxiety, you'll go to depression. You can wake up with panic in the middle of the night, but you won't just be panicked throughout the day because you have hemophobic. I don't know. When you use hemophobic, you'll get anxiety. When you don't wash up, your guy gets anxious, you wash up. And then as long as you wash up before you go to bed, it usually prevents your nightmares. And if you do wake up with a nightmare, you try to have some alcohol or some sleeping pills. And that's how you manage hemophobic. My 1 year 100k kill run had hemophobic. So as someone that's managed it for 1 year, 1 month, and 19 days of 2-hour days, that's all I did to manage it. You panic when you do first aid. Oh, true. I just don't ever get hit. True. You do get panicky when you do first aid. That's true. You're 100% right, Squirt. It does give panic. It does give panic when you do first aid. That's true. 100% right. But I'm not a player that ever gets hit. Yeah, so I stopped running it in multiplayer. I started, you know, I just took my same single player build to multiplayer. I hate it in multiplayer because you can't fast forward time to wash up, so it's just the worst. So I agree with you there. If you're playing multiplayer, hemophobic is fucking awful because it takes so long to wash up. But in single player, when you can fast forward time, I just wash up once a day before bed. It's basically free points. As long as you pair it with smoker. Now, if you don't pair it with smoker and you can't smoke the anxiety away, then it kind of sucks. But if you pair it with smoker, as I'm suggesting, it's good. It's an easy 5 points. 10k bits to throw game. Listen, you told me that last time, and I don't think you ever paid up, my guy. You can also get naked and just wash yourself. Yeah, but then when you put the bloody clothes back on, you'll be panicked again. So unless you just stay naked all the time, when you still have to wash the clothes. I don't think you did, Noop. Did you? When I threw the race? No, because you left that day. You were like, I'm leaving. I'm not sure you did. I mean, if you say you did, I believe you. All right, then I believe you. You use smoker like I do, yeah. I know, I placed second. I threw the race. I was to the finish line, and I was like, I'm gonna win, and then I stopped and didn't win. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. If you played, yeah, I agree, Toxic. I agree. It is annoying. It is for sure annoying, but you're gonna have to take something, right? Like if you want all the good positives, then you have to take some negatives. So I'd rather take some like annoying traits than ones that are gonna actually diminish my combat effectiveness or my chance, like the chance to do what I'm doing right here, slaying out all these zombies. You know, if I'm like panicked or I'm taking like traits that, you know, make me feeble or weak or underweight or anything that makes my fitness or strength less, I'm not gonna want those. I'd much rather have to deal with my guy pacifist. Yeah, like I hate that trait. So anything that's going to make my combat less, I would much rather take hemophobic if you're actually trying to survive a long time. But is it annoying? Yes, absolutely. It's absolutely annoying. I mean, to me, personal preferences have nothing to do with metas and what's the best use of your points, to be completely honest. I'm talking in like absolute like meta builds and best use of your point spending. That doesn't actually factor into preference. Pacifist and fast learner, I disagree again. So for me, if you're going to take fast learner, the reason to take fast learner is to level up your combat skills. Because leveling up your electrical or your mechanics faster doesn't help you survive in this game. That's not how you live. What helps you live is getting your weapon skill up. So yes, you do end up with a net positive if you do that to your combat skills, but I would say don't do it because there's no reason to take pacifist for a positive to your crafting skills and a 0.5 plus to your combat skills. That's just my opinion. Take it or leave it, but I would never take pacifist even paired with fast learner. I feel like fast learner is not worth it if you're not using it for the... I mean, of course, if you're not actually trying to, you know, kill all of the zombies. By 25%. Pacifist gives you 25% less XP on your combat skills. First aid, listen, we're not talking about, like, if you're in multiplayer, you're RPing a nurse, like, these aren't the things I'm talking about. I'm a hardcore player of this game. I'm talking about if you want to survive for a year on insane or higher settings by yourself, if you're trying to get 100,000 kills, clear the map, you know, if you're a hardcore player of the game, that's how my advice is. So, you know. 3 worst professions: electrician, metal worker, yeah, electrician, metal worker, and engineer. Probably. They're all terrible. If you be a usable cure at first aid level 10, now you get it bite. See, I personally don't think there should be any cure. I like the permadeath single mistake, you know. You can also get athletic and strong and keen hearing and a weapon specialization and gymnast. Like, all of those traits are better than lucky by a lot. So the 2%, XP you would notice over time. Like, if it takes you 2% longer to get to level 10, that's 2% is a lot of kills. If you don't have any weapon boosts especially. So the thing about pacifist is it doesn't affect your damage, but like each time you would have gotten to the next weapon level, it affects your, damage then. You know what I mean? So like when you would have gotten to level 1, but you don't get to level 1 because you're running pacifist, then all the time in between then and when you get to level 1, it does affect your combat effectiveness. Same thing with level 2, same thing with level 3, same thing with level 4, and all the way up to level 10. So for me, I want to get to level 10 ASAP. The least amount of kills to level 10. If you're going to take Fast Learner, in my opinion, you take Fast Learner to help you level up your combat even faster. You don't want to nerf that with something else. Breaking a car's back when... No, yeah, so a lot of times I'll see newer players go up to a car and they'll just break the driver's side window. So don't do that. Don't break your driver's side window if you're trying to get in a car. Break one of the back windows. In this game, you want to be able to kill zombies. That's the most important thing. You don't get killed by low electrical skill or low carpentry, or you get killed by zombies. So my advice to surviving this game is making your character as good at fighting zombies as possible. And that's not taking pacifist trait. In the end, that's what it comes down to. If you want to survive for a long time in this game, make a character that's really good at fighting zombies, and that is not involved taking pacifist. So that's my advice. You already have a poncho? Yes. Exactly, and it also affects, as far as I'm aware, it also affects your nimble and your maintenance. I mean, not your nimble, your maintenance as well. So that, not that I don't focus on speccing into nimble, but I wouldn't want to slow down the rate at which my nimble levels either. Survived 3 months and died. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. You rage quitted? No. Get back out there, man. You'll get it. I'm getting the idea that survival is top priority when listening to your shit. Yeah. So, like, you know, you don't live alone. You're not failing because you're, you know, again, if you're just trying to make a base and you don't care if you die and, you know, you have different ideals. But I speak from somebody that's like trying to hardcore survive for a year on like insane pop or higher. If you're really trying to overcome the game, it's about being able to fight zombies effectively. Like that's what, in the end of the day, you die in this game to the zombies. You know, nothing else matters. Crafting skills don't make a difference. Like none of that stuff matters. You need to be able to take athletic, strong, keen hearing, and you know, gymnast, be able to spec into a weapon skill. Like, that's the shit that matters. Right, no mods. Okay. So why would you choose engineer? Just burned once it's looted. So what is the point of the engineer build then? So So what? I'm not understanding your point, I guess. Yeah, the idea of the challenge is to get 100,000 kills, and if your kills don't count, then I'm not sure what you're doing. Fancy bombs, but you don't get any kill for those. You don't get any kill count for those. So you can't get 100,000 kills using bombs, because they don't count towards your kills. So, like, literally what you're saying doesn't make any sense. You don't lose them to kill. So then why did you want them? You wanted fancy bombs for burning down buildings? I don't understand. Nope, no fire kills count at all. Okay. Well, just so you know, that the only people that are actually going to be counted as completing the said challenge are the ones that stream it, because there's actually proof. Because anybody can say they've done anything. But actually having proof that you did it is a different situation. Just so you know. That's part of the challenge, is actually streaming it or recording it or...
Having some proof we've actually done it, more than just a screenshot.
Listen, you might have done my mom. I need the proof though, okay, Noop? I want to see the videos, alright? I want to see... Well, Whistlebeak, I will not believe you if you said you did it. Now, if you stream it and do it, then yes, of course, I'll believe you. That's what I said. Show me. Prove me wrong. Clear the prison on 6 times pop with no combat skills.
Even if you're not streaming it, record it.
I would like to see. Exactly. If you don't have any proof, then it didn't happen. I mean, anybody can claim anything. The run before this, I lived for 20 years and I had 100 bajillion kills. I forgot to record it, though, or stream it, but... I cleared the whole map with just a pencil before, too, as well. Hey, what's up, House? How you doing? Anybody can make any wild claim.
Yeah, that works too, Jazz. Sure.
Even that, though, it would be hard to tell. I think it'd be hard to tell. Nah, uploading a save folder doesn't work for me. Either you stream it or record it, or it doesn't count. Because, like, you could be playing in God mode the whole time.
Fair.
You know what I mean? There's no...
True.
Yeah, seeing somebody's save file doesn't prove anything. As a subserver item respawn system, I found a fresh orange chill yesterday and everything else was rotten. So whatever you looked in, whatever container you went in, fridge and random house. Yeah, so everything else in the house was probably like an old spawn, and the thing you found was probably like a respawned item. What's up, Caldera? What do you mean? Debug mode save? What do you mean, Hunter? Are you saying you can check in the save, like if they've used God mode or mods or whatever? Because you could load up a save with mods, copy that save over to a different file, take the mods off, and it would be, you know what I mean? Did you get any loot? I did. I got loads of axes and shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're saying the save. Okay, so you were agreeing with me. Okay. I thought you were saying maybe there's a way to tell. Yeah, so, again, unless you stream it or record it, doesn't count. Does anybody know if there's a mod to increase the number of firearms this month? There is. You can just turn that up in your settings, though, old school. If you go into your settings and turn your firearms up, there's a sandbox setting for all that stuff. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you thought you were gonna get credit for something that wasn't recorded, or yeah, then yes, you probably should stop playing it. Because anybody can claim anything. I mean, again, there's nothing.
Have you seen my save though, Cheese?
OBS is completely free, so you could record it and wouldn't cost you anything. But it's more for a challenge yourself kind of thing. There's no prize for it. It's to challenge yourself and go outside the box and. Yeah. Like when I did it, I didn't do it as any type of competition. There was no challenge. I started that run as just a regular run, and then I was at 20,000 kills. I was at 40,000 kills. I was at 60,000 kills, and then. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, it's not irrelevant to me, though, is what I'm saying. I'm not going to bring Bill Murray, my legit 100,000 kill character, out of because someone else claims that they've reached 100,000 kills with no credit. That's what I'm saying. So that, I'm not going to feel challenged on my run until someone actually does it. That's all I'm saying. Yep, this is the same world, same run. And let's get some sleepy. Let's make sure our alarm is set. Wait, set our alarm first. Underweight's easier to lose. But I don't enjoy either because you don't get the fitness back. You have to earn the fitness back through working out in the game. And personally, right now, I think working out in the game is pretty broken. It's pretty much really, really, really difficult to level up fitness or strength, especially at the higher levels. So I personally am not a fan of either. I would recommend neither. Like, there's better options that don't limit your fitness, like even... disorganized or hemophobic or yeah. So I personally would recommend, like right now I'm running, so this build I currently am running, this is a fire officer with thin-skinned, high thirst, slow healer, conspicuous, prone to illness, smoker, weak stomach, clumsy, slow reader. None of these affect my combat effectiveness, fitness, or strength. None of them. And with that, I was able to take cat's eyes, dexterous, baseball player, gymnast, keen hearing, athletic, and strong. So my guy starts with max fitness and max strength. So right out of the gate, I can fight for as long as possible. I can push as hard as possible. I have maximum DPS, and I can carry the most that is possible in the game. Right at the start. And I start with 1 in sprinting, light foot, and nimble with a 75% boost, and 1 in axe and long blunt with a 75% boost. The reason I didn't go short-sighted this time is because it's a debuff to foraging, and I thought because I'm playing on this high pop, I might actually need foraging. So that's why I didn't take short-sighted. I know it's just a debuff to foraging right now, but I thought foraging might be important on this run. Best thing about the weekend, actually I'm going to watch stream all day. Let's go, Sky! Yeah, so it basically did nothing before, but now it's I have fixed our overweight, slow reader, smoker, high thirst, prone to illness, weak stomach, pacifist, thin skin, slow healer. So I would consider getting rid of pacifist and overweight myself. I'm really not a fan. I'm not a like huge into the numbers guy. I'm pretty sure like the way it works is you end up with it's like 3 times the XP if you would take if you have the boost. You basically get 3 times as much XP. Is there any advantages for taking a profession rather than just choosing its own skills? Yeah, so you, yes, pacifist, yeah, we just talked about this, but pacifist only affects the experience you get from weapons. True. So it doesn't affect your hitting all the way through level 1. Absolutely true. But let's say that I get to level 1 because I'm not using pacifist, and you don't because you have pacifist. Now it does affect your combat effectiveness. So now for the next 25%, it takes you to get to level 1, and I'm already at level 1. I'm hitting harder and faster and less stamina than you are. Same thing at level 2, same thing at level 3, same thing at level 4, and it's going to take you 25% longer to get to level 10 in a weapon skill, which over that course of, say that takes 8,000 kills, that's a huge amount. Or let's just stick to that. It's saved as cheese in my belt. Last episode, this is how you die. What's up, Grish? So, like, I do things now to challenge myself, like this crazy 16... Wait, what the fuck just happened? What? Why was my car all of a sudden out of gas? What?
Oh dear.
As I just died. What? Hold on. Why was my car all of a sudden out of gas? What was that? Also, look at this fucking... Look at downtown Rosewood. Fuck me. You gotta, it's a setting, you have to set it before you load in to debug, and then you turn on God mode and you can run around super quick. What in the fuck? Dude, I'm so bummed that that happened. What? It's a 100% engine car. And the gas tank is out of gas. Look, that's a fucking glitch. Look at that shit. So my car just instantly went out of gas from 75%. What the hell kind of shit was that? Yeah, no, condition is decent.